function today. We'll see. I'll come back and talk to you. Assalamu alaikum. These are the main doors going in, or is there a side door?
Similar to rust as it appears on iron. When a person sees the first signs of rust, they do everything possible to remove it. Rasulullah said, the best way to remove these black spots from your heart so they don't cover and surround and darken your heart is by remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and repenting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the ability to understand the importance of our heart and the ability to utilize it for His pleasure. We want to finish off here, inshallah, with a few announcements. First and foremost, that one brother Ali Murtada, is very ill in Canada. His family is requesting that we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his health, and we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes it easy for himself and for his family. Regarding the Islamic Center, alhamdulillah, as we've been announcing for the last few weeks, many programs have been initiated in the Islamic Center. We have a set up schedule on a weekly basis of programs, activities, and classes for everyone to participate. Alhamdulillah, the newest addition to our programs is that every Sunday and every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, we have martial arts being taught here at the Islamic Center. So we request anyone who's interested in themselves or for their children to send their children, inshallah, to the Islamic Center for these classes. Inshallah, on Sunday at 3:00 p.m. we will have the youth group meeting. We request all the teenage youth between the age of 13 and 20 to attend our youth group meeting, inshallah. Secondly, next Saturday, we have a program set up at the Islamic Center, at the Islamic community. The purpose of this program is to have all our families get together, have a small session of talk and discussion, and inshallah have a dinner also together. It's a potluck dinner. Keep in mind this program that we have is going to be two parts. First will be the topic that we wrote down on the schedule. The topic of discussion for this month is superstition. The reason of discussing this topic this month, my dear brothers and sisters, is the month of Safar, which we are in, was known from the time of the pagans in Arabia as a month of superstition. So we want to elaborate on this topic and understand how superstition plays a great role in our lives and how we need to purify ourselves from this practice. And inshallah, after that program, we will have a very important program conducted by Dr. Ahmed regarding his trip to Palestine and to Jerusalem and Quds, and he'll explain to us Masjid Aqsa and the surrounding mountains of Masjid Aqsa. So we humbly request all the families to participate in this program. And finally, we have a guest with us today here at our center, Brother Jeff George. He's a brother here, and inshallah, he's running for the Congress for our district. And inshallah, after the Jummah prayer in Sunnah, he'll want to meet with everyone in the center. So anyone who's interested in meeting with him, he'll hold a small talk for us. So we welcome everyone and we request everyone to participate, inshallah, for this talk. And finally, we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everyone who's ill. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them shifa. Anyone who's facing difficulty, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove their difficulty. Whoever has family members who have passed away, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lighten their graves, forgive their sins, and give them Jannatul Firdaus. And all the families who are left behind, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them patience, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعصهما فقد غوى. نسأل الله ربنا أن يجعلنا ممن يطيعه ويطيع رسوله ويتبع رضوانه ويجتنب سخطه. يا أيها الناس توبوا إلى الله قبل أن تموتوا، وبادروا بالأعمال الصالحة قبل أن تشتغلوا عنها. هرما ناغضا وموتا خالصا ومرضا حابسا وتسويفا موليا. وصلوا الذي بينكم وبين ربكم تسعدوا، وأكثروا الصدقة في السر والعلانية توجروا، وتحمدوا وترزقوا وتنصروا وتجبروا، وأمروا بالمعروف تخصبوا، وانهوا عن المنكر تنصروا. أيها الناس، إن أكيسكم أكثركم ذكرا للموت، وأكرمكم أحسنكم استعدادا له. ألا وإن من علامات العقل التجافي عن دار الغرور، والإنابة إلى دار الخلود، والزود للسكنى القبور، والتأهب ليوم النشور. بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن العظيم، ونفعني وإياكم بما فيه من الآيات والذكر الحكيم. أقول قولي هذا، أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه، إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد عبدك ورسولك النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك، ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك، ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا. ومتعنا اللهم بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا أبدا ما أبقيتنا، واجعله الوارث منا، واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا، وانصرنا على من عادانا، ولا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا، ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا، ولا إلى النار مصيرنا، ولا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك فينا ولا يرحمنا، ولا تؤاخذنا بما فعل السفهاء منا، ولا تصلب نعمتك عنا، وكن معنا حيث كنا. آمين يا رب العالمين، آمين يا رب العالمين، آمين يا رب العالمين. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. فاذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. Please ensure that the lines are straight, stand shoulder to shoulder. The edge of our knee should be on the edge of the right. Please ensure that the right in front of us is completely forward before you come to the right.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, ashhadu anna.
It's, as Dr. Al-Rafi pointed out, right now we have nearly 8 million Muslims in this country, and we only have one representative in Congress. And this is something that I would like to see changed, not simply for the sake of Islam, but for the sake of America as well. We need to be, I think, better represented in this country, and I think just as important, this country needs us to be represented. It's a two-way street, and those of us who are fortunate enough to live here in the United States and to also be Muslims, we stand in a unique position. We are in a position to make a real difference, not only for our brothers and sisters here in the United States, but also for our fellow Americans and our brothers and sisters and all of humanity elsewhere. So I don't want to stand up here and make a long speech today, but I'll be happy to talk with you after we get done with your Sunnah prayers about what we can do to make a difference here. So let me just go ahead and step back, and anybody who'd like to talk to me afterwards, feel free. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I want to make an announcement about something we are planning for next month. This is for the 8th of March, the second Saturday in March. We've been talking about this for quite a while. There's a small committee that's organizing it, and it is an inauguration for our new mosque. And the purpose of this inauguration, it is really aimed at the greater community, the larger community outside. In common language in the United States, this is public relations. But the reason behind this is very simple. There are three reasons. Number one is we want to extend our hand and our heart and our house of prayer in friendship to our neighbors. Number two is we want to dispel any of their doubts about Islam and Muslims who are among them. And number three, essentially, we want them to learn a bit more about Islam through their neighbors and us. We have a need to organize 3 committees to do that, and there are sign-up sheets on the bench over there. One committee will take charge of education, information, and to sign up people who are visiting, who would be interested to learn about Islam, about the religion, about history, and about the culture. Another committee that we need to have people sign up for is the welcoming committee, the reception, who will essentially receive people and usher them and offer refreshments at the end. And the third committee, beside the program committee, is the committee that will take charge essentially of the building and the property, and deals with security, with parking, with working with the sheriff and the FBI and so on. There are sign-up sheets in the back there, so I would like all of you who would like to work on this effort to sign up to any one of those committees. And if you have any questions, we have a little bit of time to do this, but we're going to do this well. Thank you very much indeed. Assalamu alaikum.
And I'll definitely be here on the 3rd. One of the things that we're doing.
It's nice to see you come back on the 8th.
On the 8th?
Yeah, I want your card. We'll send you a formal invitation.
Okay, excellent.
Yes,
and one of the things we're doing, you can see he's here with the cameras. An important part of what we're doing is about
Yes.
It's about transparency. So we're filming every event that I go to and everybody that I talk to. So this will be an excellent opportunity for you. We'll go ahead and we'll film the event, and then we'll give you the raw footage.
That's wonderful.
Everything.
Excellent.
Be successful.
Assalamu alaikum.
I have a plan from a different state, but I'm planning to do similar thing to do in that state.
Assalamu alaikum.
Where are you?
I'm moving to New Orleans. I was planning to be a representative for the Islamic community. And we said, like, the last 2 weeks it's been bothering me. I said, how come we don't have somebody to present us as a Muslim community? Because I know this, we all working. None of us working within the government to help change things and change direction. And exactly like where we're at right now, that's what we can say.
Inshallah, this will be a real opportunity for us all to get together and focus on something practical this year. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Do you have a card, please?
Yes.
Please. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Oh, you're good.
So you are running
For Congress, for the 14th district.
Where is that?
The 14th district, it's part of Charlotte County. It's all of Lee County. It's Naples and Marco Island, and then it is a sliver of Westport Charlotte. It's Boca Grande, and it's part of, it's west of 41. It's part of Port Charlotte. So,
who are you replacing?
Connie Mack.
Oh, Connie. It's a tough one. Is he
definitely.
going away?
Well,
is he competing?
There's a lot of criticism of him this year. Right now in the district, we have 4 candidates running. We have myself, we have a Democratic challenger, then we have a lifelong Republican who has decided to give up his Republican credentials to run as an independent specifically to out Connie Mack. So there's a lot of dissatisfaction within the party, so I think this year we have a real chance of shaking up the status quo.
Where is your base support? Where do you get?
In Lee County. In Lee County, in Fort Myers, in the Cape Coral area.
But that's his base support also.
Well, actually, he's based mostly out of Naples, and he's one of the problems that a lot of people have with Connie Mack is he got married to Representative Mary Bono from California, and he's flying back and forth, and he's never been much of a resident in the area. He moved into the area a couple years before he took office. So inshallah, we'll have a lot of support from the community there.
So you are a Republican?
No, I'm running as an independent.
You are an independent?
Yes. And I think if any year an independent can win, it'll be this year.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
Can a Republican vote for an independent?
Anybody can vote for an independent.
Well,
Come November 4th, everybody can vote.
Oh,
if you're in the
November
district.
4th. Okay.
What's his name? A Republican who endorsed Obama in the paper.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I haven't seen that yet today.
That's he's a Republican.
How are you doing?
Assalamu alaikum.
I got your website, but I want you to remove, the word crazy for Congress.
We are doing that
because
now.
I want to take this one out because we wanted to look serious. It's not, we are not gonna.
We're in the process of doing that now. We're getting all new signs and everything. It's going to officially be
So-
Jeff George for Congress.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a blog or remain the Crazy for Congress blog, but everything else will be Jeff George for Congress.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So we always were planning to transition around February. So
good.
now's the time that we'll be doing that.
Good.
But
So are you going to be independent or are you going to be?
I'll be running as an independent. Yeah.
As an independent.
And I think we got a real chance of winning this year because of the way the election is in that particular district. We've got 4 really strong
So
candidates.
it's going to be in November election? Or
Yes, it'll be at the general election.
On the ballot.
So you already got yourself in the ballot.
That's what we're working on right now. There's 2 things that we really need a lot of help with right now. We need help with the balloting. What we're going to do is you need 5,000 signatures. We need to collect those by May 2nd. We've got people volunteering in Naples and in Fort Myers, but if there's anybody up here in the area that would be willing to,
Why don't you
go out
make extra sheets
Yes.
and bring them to different places?
That's what we're
So
doing.
this way, so if you bring us a dozen of sheets, we'll sign all of those, and you go to Fort Myers and you go to Sarasota and so on.
But they have to be from the same
way,
district.
They have to be from within the district
Yes,
and
within
registered
the district.
voters
Yeah,
within
sure,
the district.
Sure.
So,
But, if you have your volunteers to distribute those, or come at least during the Jummah, which for us here, or next Sunday. Next Sunday we're having a gathering here.
It's Saturday, yeah.
Saturday. Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't make it Saturday. I have
Send you a
another event
representative
Saturday.
with signature paper.
A week from
But
tomorrow.
yeah, I'll go ahead and I have actually I brought some materials with me, particularly the sign-up sheets. I can go ahead and leave those here. And then of course
Why
the
don't you take 2 sheets from it for next Saturday, and then you sign them
Yeah,
and
we're
give them
fine
back
to
to
do
them?
that, but we have to have volunteers to go over there.
Yes, go to different places, but
We
as
have
long
to
as
work
he's
within his committee.
Yeah.
Where we go, which area, what street. So this, what is it?
Yeah, that's this is unfortunately the Port Charlotte area and the Boca Grande area is the one area where I don't really know a lot of people in the district. I know people in Naples, I know people in Fort Myers, but this area, so any help that we can get up here, I would
But are we in
sincerely
your
appreciate.
district?
It is. Do you have let me see the district map. I'll show you exactly where the district boundaries are.
Probably south of 40 miles.
And I'll leave one of these here. Actually, I'll leave a couple of these here. But, this is the district map here. We have all of Lee County. We have most of the populated area of Collier County, except for Golden Gate, and then this is our area up here in Port Charlotte. We have Boca Grande, and then we have west of 41, this area here in Port Charlotte.
So it's in,
It's right in the
we're
center.
not in Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda. We're not in this.
So right now we're not
Charlotte.
actually in the district. This is District 13 here.
But Port Charlotte is down here. To go is strange.
Yeah, it's
So
funny,
it
they
is,
left Punta Gorda out.
And it is so down in the area. This area is not populated down here.
Right. We have Boca Grande down here, and that's about it. Yeah, this was kind of gerrymandered to get the wealthiest part of Port Charlotte into the district.
Right.
So
So that's excellent. Okay.
do I have all your contact info? I'll tell you what. Excuse me. I'm looking on pen and paper today. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll leave this here. I'm still working one night a week at the sleep clinic, and last night was my night. So,
District 14. So
but let me go ahead. Just go ahead. Here. phone number and your email again. Guess I don't have it. And the other thing that, of course, we need a lot of help with is we need help in the fundraising area as well. And I'd like to schedule an event here in the district, or in this part of Port Charlotte, in the next couple of months. We're kind of transitioning right now. The first few months I wasn't really sure if we could pull it off or not, so we did the Crazy for Congress.
Well, the signature you need first.
Yes, absolutely.
That's something.
Yeah, this is our top priority right now.
Rather than put together.
Okay.
It will help you.
I appreciate it. And I think this is a really good opportunity. One of the things I'm really hoping to do with this is, regardless of how the election turns out, is I'm hoping we can use this as kind of a centerpiece to get all the Muslims in the area talking to each other, and I think we need a lot more communication in this area than what we have right now. I live in technically I live in Cape Coral, but for the next year I'm living in Fort Myers.
I see.
So we have the Islamic Center for Peace down there, then we have the Mosque Imran. Just they're half a block away from each other, and they barely talk to each other. So inshallah, we can get everyone communicating. That's one of my big goals. Aside from getting the signatures over the next month or so, that's really what I want to focus on.
That's something we should.
Okay, thank you.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
It was nice meeting you
again. Yes. You take care.
Assalamu Jeff, how you doing?
Wa alaikum salam. How you doing? It's good to see you again,
Good to
brother.
see you.
I haven't seen you in quite a while. I used to go to the Broadway Mosque a couple of years ago.
Okay, yes. I actually left the masjid in November. I just joined here on January.
Yeah, I hadn't realized until I talked to Dr. Al-Rafi this past week.
Sure.
And then he told me that you were here now.
Yeah.
So.
It's only 1 month now. So I recognize your face. I said, okay, I know this guy. Where did I see him? You get to meet so many people. Sometimes it doesn't stay.
Yeah.
So, no, Allah bless you. You're running for Congress, and if there's anything we can do, let us know.
Well, thank you.
I just didn't know how to approach the topic because we did speak about it with the committee members, but this, as I said, is my first month, so I really didn't know where my boundaries are and stuff. So
and it's always a touchy subject.
It is, So, because what the thing is that when we endorse, again, we're not endorsing, we're just introducing you. But the thing is that then someone else would come and say, why not our friend, or why not this, why not that? So Imam's always put in a tight position, so he needs to.
Well, legally, to protect yourself for your 501c status, as long as you allow anybody, so any candidate from the race that would want to come here, and I think that would be great for the mosque if you could get Connie Mack or anybody else to come here. So, but legally, that's how you can protect yourself.
Of course.
And I can't do any fundraising, of course, or anything like that.
No,
on the premise for your sake.
You
for the sake of the mosque.
came here for the Jumu'ah prayer. Alhamdulillah, we got to meet you. That's a good thing, Alhamdulillah.
So, this is we were just. I know you're new to the area here as well. I know Naples really well. I know Fort Myers really well, but we have this little. Let me show you. This is actually the map of the district, and we have just this little small part of Port Charlotte and Boca Grande here in the district.
Just 14. I thought it was 15. Okay, that's okay. It's just 14.
Yeah. This is mostly it's all of Lee County. It's Collier.
Parts of Collier.
Yeah, it's pretty much all of the populated area of Naples except for Golden Gate. And then we have Boca Grande, and we have West Port Charlotte. So this area I really don't know a lot of people in. So any help from you and from the mosque here would be greatly appreciated.
Of course, and that's what we'll do. This is the committee members here. Dr. Ziabat on the right side, he's the president. Dr. Mopin was assistant president, and they've been here for like 30 plus years. So and they welcomed the idea on Wednesday. We had it. If there's any concerns, you can relate it to me. Anything you need to do, I'll put it forward to them, and we'll try to coordinate something.
So your grand opening is on the 8th?
The 8th, they're having grand opening. I think that's what they're talking about now. So
okay.
They're going to have the grand opening ceremony, and we want to welcome everyone and just let them know that we're up and functioning. And again, it's a way of doing some interfaith interaction and building bridges. So.
Well, one of the things I was saying I hope we can really do is there's two. Election results aside, there's two things that I hope we can do for the sake of Islam, which is number one, getting more exposure to the community at large, and number two, I would really like to use this for me personally as a focal point to get everybody in the Naples area, the Fort Myers area, here in Port Charlotte to talk to each other more than we are now.
It's true. We need that dialogue. It's very important, actually.
And there's one thing I know, growing up in this culture is that if you have a product to sell, it always gets people together faster. And so for the next 9 months, we have this election that we can hopefully use this as a rallying point
To get everyone together.
to get people to
On
talk
the
to
same
each other.
page, that's true, yeah.
You are running as what?
This is Dr. Mo.
I'm running as an independent.
Independent. What is it? See, the South is mostly the conservative.
I'm
the
sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So whom are you running against?
I'm running against Connie Mack, and this is an interesting year this year. I think, normally I would dismiss anybody running as an independent, but I think this year is interesting. Number one, what's going on nationally, there's a strong demand for change, and number two, the situation that we have in District 14. Connie Mack has been a congressman for 2 terms, and this year we have 4 people running. We have myself, we have a Democratic challenger, and then we have a lifelong Republican who's currently a state senator, who has decided to leave his party to run as an independent to out Connie Mack. So I think that even
What is your chances of,
I think the chances are good. I think what we're looking
what
at.
is your base?
Well,
Imam?
what we're doing is, we have a small community that we've been talking to, the progressive community. I used to be with the Green Party several years ago, which is very, very tiny, tiny group. But we've been working with the progressive community. We've also been working with the Libertarian Party in Lee County, which is real important because the Libertarians, there's a strong conservative streak in this area, but I think most of the conservatives are actually more libertarian conservatives. So the Libertarian Party is getting more and more helpful every day.
Okay.
But I think, this year we have a real chance of, I think that whoever wins this election is going to win with probably between 30 and 35%. Okay. So I think that if we can go out and we can present a really strong campaign, and the other thing that we're doing is, I come from, I have an internet a video production company, and so we're also looking at this in terms of a media project. And our watchwords are transparency, integrity, and accountability. And we're basically videotaping everything that I do when I'm at the office. We've got a live link online going out to everybody so that we can show everybody. And what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to use that also with the Muslim community so that we can get more exposure to the community at large.
Okay, that's good. Okay, anyhow, good luck.
Thank you so much. And this is the first time I've been here. This is a beautiful mosque. You've done a wonderful job here.
Thank you very much. Well, future Congressman, thank you for coming. Here's your formal invitation.
Oh, thank you very much.
So rather than, I see, I only have your email address on your card, right?
Yes.
That's okay, but you can do the RSVP, please.
Okay,
So,
we'll definitely do that, and we'll definitely be here.
We look forward to seeing you.
And I look forward to being here.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd like to maybe leave this with you. What this isn't actually campaign material. This is legal material here. So it's the candidate petition forms.
Okay.
That we have. What I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and leave this whole clipboard with you.
You're District 14?
We're District 14, and right here, this is the actual district map. What we need for the signatures on this is we need registered voters here in that actually live in the district.
Yes.
So I know that's probably going to be maybe.
So the furthest south is
Marco Island.
Marco Island, and this goes all the way up to.
It's all of Lee County.
To Tampa, huh?
Well, this is.
Oh no, the Charlotte. I see. Okay.
Yeah, we have all of Lee County.
So you're
most of Collier, and then we have this little sliver of Westport, Charlotte.
So the present incumbent is. I've got his name here.
Connie Mack.
Oh, Connie Mack. Okay.
Yes, we're running against Connie Mack this year. So.
You're running state or
U.S.
U.S. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
And what these are, and these are just anybody who lives inside this area in the district. I know you have a lot of people here from Ponagora and from the rest of Port Charlotte.
Yeah.
So
excellent.
I'll go ahead and I'll leave these with you, and anybody who lives within the district, if you have the opportunity. Unfortunately, I won't be able to come this Saturday.
That's okay. That's okay. You see, we have all of the kind of non-prayer activities in the other building, in the old building. And I'll take this and make sure it's there and ask people to sign.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
And inshallah, I'll see you on the 8th, if not sooner.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Take care.
It was great meeting you. Go ahead and shut down. He's an assistant CEO. For a German-American wireless company, but I've worked in Africa.
Which one?
It was a company called Air Data Line Systems. It's since gotten bought out by a couple of different companies, but in the late 90s. It was an up-and-coming country. But we.
So what makes you want to run for Congress?
I think we really need we really need honest representation. We need representation of not just us as Muslims, but people in the district.
Yes.
The guys that we have in Washington right now are so far removed from
Yes.
I think the average people. So
Yes.
we need to show not only that we can be a good average American, but that we can also do this as Muslims. And really enrich the community.
Excellent. 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 You have a tough row ahead of you, but it's also a crossable road.
And I think one of the things that we're doing with the media project is even if the elections don't necessarily go my way at the end of this, we have hundreds and hundreds of hours of video footage. I think we have an excellent opportunity to go back and
That's
show
fine.
everybody the
That's
process
fine. That's
and
fine.
to show people more about what's going
Excellent.
on.
That's fine.
So that's what I do now. I actually do
Excellent.
documentaries and video production. So.
Excellent. Good.
Again, thank
Good
you
luck
so
to
much.
you.
It was a
Good
good
luck
meeting.
to you. Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Okay.